So you never attended any of those parties?
Oh no. Let me tell you something. One thing I loved about P, man, if you wanted to, when rap started getting big for us, he knew how to keep us focused.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
So, okay, because you've been doing the music for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so have you ever met P. Diddy in person?
Oh.
P. Diddy.
Ooh, taking it
I
there.
saw him, we was in the same room before. You know, like, not room. Hold up.
It's right there, boy.
Yeah, we were in the same, like vicinity, you know what I'm saying, of an event. And I mean, I always, you know what I'm saying, it would be somebody I would love to sit down and pick their brain at one time.
Okay.
You know, and go ahead. I know it's the second part to this question. Go ahead.
So you never attended any of those parties?
Oh no. Let me tell you something. One thing I loved about P, man, if you wanted to, when rap started getting big for us, he knew how to keep us focused. Because I can remember watching the video exactly with the white tiger and all that stuff, and I think it was Nas or was it Puffy, one of them, whatever. And we was watching that, and he was quick to break down some numbers like, that's $1 million video or whatever, whatnot. Well, okay, with 100,000, I'm gonna shoot 10 videos, and 10 gonna always be one, and it just made you like, oh, forget that $1 million. He knew how to keep you to a point where you're not gonna let everything go to your head, and then you want to explore into that. And then, I remember learning about Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, being out with one of my guys that was, pretty cool, played for the LA Lakers, and we was like going out, and that's when the Central City Club was popping, and it was like a party in Beverly Hills or whatever. In your mind, you're like, man, okay, man, I'm gonna see stars, we gonna go, like, we ain't going to that, because come midnight, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things change. I'm like, right. Okay, cool, we ain't doing that. And we just kicked it in, and, so for me, yeah, you heard about puffy parties and stuff like that, but I think we was always on a different end of the
right. Cause it seemed like everybody in the industry would always go to a lot of these parties just to network and stuff like that. It
wasn't just networking. It was, he made it to the point, I think, where it was to be seen and
right.
and get close to whomever you want to get close to, and then everybody had the other person. Some people had some things going on
right.
with them where it was anything goes, I guess, but I think it goes, and I hate to say it, and I think it goes to being from down south.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we not really with all that wildness, and then I'm gonna keep it 100, and I'm not aiming it at him, but the sexual aspect of it, we might talk about stuff on songs, but we private sexually, you know what I'm saying, down south or whatever, whatnot, and all that wildness and craziness and stuff like that. I mean, that's just not the life you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And we won't publicize in so many ways or whatever, the things they claim is saying that was going on, because I'm not getting involved in that part.
Allegedly,
the alleged word. Yeah. But I never, there's never once like you saying like, man, I want to go to a puffy party, because I'm sorry, no disrespect, I guess, and not saying about on gangster stuff, man, because I don't really look at myself saying gangster, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at all that stuff, but just the mindset that was taught to us, like, I'm not tripping about going running and be around all of that, because I always felt that was moments of ass kissing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To be around this one and rub elbows and catch a picture with this one. That was never like that. I'm never raised that way. And then, P didn't have us like that. Wanting to be running, go, let me go take a picture. Let me go stand over here. Let me go with this one, that one. No, we gonna earn our way, and then sooner or later they'll see us and they'll be wanting to take the picture with us.
How much older is P than y'all?
Actually, I'm a year older than P.
You're a year older.
I'm months older than him. He just made 50. Oh shit, 55. And I made 20. I make 25 in September now.
No, because it's so crazy to me. Because the way how I hear how you talk about him, and it's like it makes me feel like, oh, he's the older, the bigger brother, because how y'all listen to him and how well versed in certain things he is. You know what I mean? How
You
smart
didn't
he
see
is.
the Army gear. You ought to understand it's a structure. All they doing
No,
is
but
structure.
I love it. I love
You
the
know,
way
am
how.
I right?
But
Like-
that's part of it too.
Like
No.
where he got this
Because you in the
knowledge.
military.
The
Because all
structure.
y'all around the same age, so I'm like, where did he get the knowledge and know how to steer y'all away from certain things? Because he was a kid himself at the time.
But at the time, you got to look at, what he had went through, and then he understood the military structure. You know what I'm saying? And we understood it. And then also, and I'm always say this, it goes with being down south. You know what I'm saying? Because you respect your grandfather, you respect your older uncles, you respect your older cousins. You know what I'm saying? And you was enamored by that one that went through things. So now when you have, him and the way he was doing things, you stalled like me. I stalled for that knowledge and not his position, never. You know what I'm saying? But to always to think like him. So when I get in businesses, I want to think that way and understand why he do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then, during those periods of time, he led like a leader should lead. You know what I'm saying? Where and I can remember once on Dillard University campus, you know what I'm saying? And a female thing, and guy was mad or whatever, whatnot. And he heard I was going to get into it with him. And so my thing was like, man, I don't want to get in no trouble. P going to be mad at me. Just, I ain't going to come on this campus no more. I get a phone call. Man, your boy just came through here. And man, he was about to deal with somebody. And so when I see him, he like, look, I don't want you on the campus no more. If you're on this girl date or whatever, whatnot, you date outside there. Leave that alone. You feel what I'm saying? And I went to ask him, like, so you went, what happened when you went on there? He was like, as he used to do when he not going to ask you to suck his teeth. Don't trip on it. And found out he went on there, found an individual that I was going to get into it with, and by them playing basketball, he decided he going to play ball, and he going to start being rough to make him mad so he can get mad and step up. Mm-hmm. And to let it be known, like, this Tank, don't touch that, don't play with that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And to let you know he had your back. But he did it in a way was more calculating than me getting mad.
Than what you would have done.
You feel what I'm saying? And made it to the point like, okay, I made him mad and he coming at me, so now I'm going to defend myself and I'm going to deal with you. And that's who he was. And when you watch that and learn that and say he got my back, I'll follow.
That's respect.
I'm going to follow him. I'm going to follow him into.
I love that story.
I'm going to follow him, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to follow him into the fire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and he understood leadership, even when it came to your family. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, go home. You know what I'm saying? You having issues at your house, go home, take care of that. Not acting like that. You're like, man, whatever. And you might have females around because we was growing up, and he was like, man, you're playing with yourself. And then you will watch him go home to his family. Forget all the rest of that. You feel what I'm saying? And so he led by example. And so you had nothing but to do but to learn, you start respecting him, and you said, you know what? I'm going to follow. You know what I'm saying? And then the military structure of it all. You know what I mean? Because outside of being with a label, he cared. Like, literally, like, you could he could have been the type like, okay, man, what's wrong with you, man? Me and my girlfriend getting into it. Man, look, man, don't worry about them hoes. You know what I'm saying? You know how the game goes. These my dudes and the street dudes would normally be. All these around here, man, and we rolling right now. Worry about that. He would look at Serv, stop playing. Man, go, go home, man. Go take it, eat, go do something. You know what I'm saying? And make that right, because that at home right now will be always greater and more truer. And he used to always say that, than what we gonna meet out there. Mm-hmm. Not saying you can't, but he was like, that's realness when you ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? To when you compare it to when you get something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be there for Serv-on. That one at home is there for Corey. Mm-hmm. So, and he was that type of person.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.